Hi, welcome back to Real Estate Real Insights. I'm Ankit Kothari, the brand manager and storyteller at Swati Procon. Real estate can be tricky, and a channel partner can complicate things. So we have got a guy here who knows all the tricks of the trade. I'm here to welcome Mr. Anand Choksi.
Hi Ankit.
Hi.
Thank you very much for having me here.
Anand has been the founder of the Real Estate Connect, and he's a known name and a channel partner. And I want to ask him, do I even need a channel partner?
Well, as you said, Ankit, a channel partner can complicate things, right? And a good channel partner can complicate things in a good way. A client, when they go out in the market solo, they do not know how to handle a real estate transaction. They do not obviously know all the options that are available in the market. They do not know the legalities of the property and so on. A good channel partner can help him with all of these things and flood him with the properties that he would like to be interested in. So that choice may complicate him and his family, but it's a good complication to have when you're making a decision that's going to be your biggest financial decision of your life. You want to have all the options that may complicate you.
So, Anand, that sounds very promising. If you can take me through a journey of how a customer comes in touch with a channel partner and what's it like?
So, generally speaking, a customer goes through a channel partner through a lot of referrals. Primarily, they check with their friends, family. If they know someone in their sphere, they will get in touch with them. Sometimes they get connected with a channel partner through Facebook, social media, newspaper advertisements, and so on. But by and large, it is referrals because this is a business where a lot of trust is involved. A lot of trust is required because it's, as I said before, it's the biggest financial decisions that you will be making in your life. And there has been some not so pleasant stories in the past as well. So people go through the referrals for looking for a channel partner. And once they approach us, we have a format of handling the client's requirement. We meet them one-to-one. We do not, as the Real Estate Connect, we do not prefer giving consultation over the phone because if it's that big a decision, client has a lot of things that they need to tell us and we need to inform them and so on, which can happen only over a coffee face-to-face. So whether it's their place or our place, we meet them, we understand their entire needs, we walk them through of the process of what's going to happen, what they can expect, and where there are going to be speed breakers and how we handle their situation in those situations. And then we start providing them the options. Once we understand their exact needs, their criteria of what they're looking for, we start providing them the options. And then once that they narrow down on a particular option, then the price negotiation starts. And religiously, we have found that clients have a particular budget, but they always like a property which is over their budget. That's the law of human wants, right? Where you would want more and better things in life, especially when it comes to a space where you're going to grow your family or you're going to do business. You want it to be really, really nice. So then the negotiation comes into the play where we try to fit into the budget for the client. And then after that, major portion of the work is left. After the deal is done, the initial token has been given to the seller. Then the entire process of payment terms and legal document title clearance, and then the agreement to sale, and then the sale deed and the clear possession to the property. And then we also handhold a client with regards to their interior needs and their banking needs and so on and so forth. So it's a long process that where we provide value to the clients.
How does a channel partner help us one by one in that journey? कैसे हम if I'm a customer, मुझे कैसे benefit मिलता है एक channel partner के साथ वो journey पे जाने का?
So whenever customer first approach us, हम लोग उनके साथ बैठ के we do a analysis of what exactly their requirement is. कई बार a person who's dealing with us, उसका requirement कुछ अलग होता है, family का requirement अलग होता है. We try to get in touch with all the decision makers in the house and try to understand what their needs are. उसके बेसिस पे हम उनके लिए प्रॉपर्टी सर्च करते हैं दैट फिट्स देयर क्राइटेरियाज. बहुत सारे क्राइटेरियाज होते हैं जैसे कि प्राइस पॉइंट, लोकेलिटीज़, वेदर इट इज़ अ सेल्फ यूज प्रॉपर्टी और वेदर इट इज़ एन इन्वेस्टमेंट प्रॉपर्टी, पोजेशन टाइम फ्रेम क्या है, पेमेंट टर्म्स उनकी क्या है. बेसिस ऑफ दैट हम लोग उनके लिए प्रॉपर्टी शॉर्ट लिस्ट करते हैं. देन वी सेंड देम अ प्रेजेंटेशन कि ये प्रॉपर्टीज हमने आपके लिए शॉर्ट लिस्ट किया है. We try to do this in person rather than over the emails or the phones because that personal touch is very much required when that is such a huge decision. और उसके बाद क्लाइंट विल टेल कि ओके आपने ये मुझे 15 प्रॉपर्टीज दिखाई, उसमें से ये 7 प्रॉपर्टी आई वुड लाइक टू विजिट, एंड देन वी स्केड्यूल द विजिट्स ऑफ दोज प्रॉपर्टीज विद द क्लाइंट। उनको लेके, उनके फैमिली को लेके वी स्टार्ट शोइंग देम द प्रॉपर्टीज। बनी नहीं है तो लोकेशंस उसको जाके दिखाते हैं। अंडर कंस्ट्रक्शन वी जस्ट टॉक अबाउट व्हाट इज द कंस्ट्रक्शन क्वालिटी, टाइम फ्रेम क्या है कंस्ट्रक्शन का, पोजीशन टाइम फ्रेम क्या है, एंड सो ऑन। एंड एक बार उनको पसंद आ जाता है कि ओके दिस इज द प्रॉपर्टी वी आर नैरोइंग डाउन ऑन, देन देर इज द प्राइस नेगोशिएशन दैट पार्ट कम्स, कि उनका एक बजट होता है, एक प्रॉपर्टी का वैल्यू होता है, एंड वी हैव टू ब्रीच द गैप। बायर एक्सपेक्टेशन, सेलर एक्सपेक्टेशंस का एक गैप ब्रीच करना पड़ता है। दैट इज वेयर वी कम एज अ वेरी हेल्पफुल टूल फॉर द क्लाइंट बोथ साइड्स। और देन वंस दैट डील इज डन, द नेगोशिएशन करके टोकन हो जाता है उसका, देन अ रियल प्रोसेस स्टार्ट्स ऑफ टाइटल क्लियरेंस, डॉक्यूमेंटेशन, फिर बानाकत आएगा, फिर फाइनल दस्तावेज आएगा, देन पोजेशन। मीनवाइल उसको बैंक लोन चाहिए, इंटीरियर डिजाइनर के ओपिनियंस चाहिए। एज अ कंसल्टेंट हम ये सारी चीज़ के अंदर वी ट्राई टू हेल्प द क्लाइंट, हैंड होल्ड द क्लाइंट। वी एंश्योर नॉट ओनली दैट द क्लाइंट गेट्स अ पीसफुल पोजेशन ऑफ द प्रॉपर्टी एज एंड व्हेन कमिटेड टू हिम, बट ऑल्सो अगर प्रॉपर्टी लेने के बाद 1 साल के बाद देर इज सम इश्यू विद द प्रॉपर्टी, देर इज समथिंग दैट डिड नॉट गो राइट, देर इज डॉक्यूमेंट मिसिंग और समथिंग लाइक दैट, वी आर ऑलवेज देयर फॉर द क्लाइंट। इन फैक्ट वी आर देयर फॉर द क्लाइंट फॉर द रेस्ट ऑफ द लाइफ। इफ दे नीड एनी हेल्प विद दैट पर्टिकुलर प्रॉपर्टी या किसी और चीज़ के लिए भी उनको हेल्प चाहिए, देन देयर इज अ रिलेशनशिप बिटवीन अस एंड द क्लाइंट। सो हम ये सारी चीज़ें ध्यान में रख के वी प्रोवाइड देम अ प्रॉपर सर्विस एंड सोल्यूशन।
तो आपके फिल्टर्स, जैसे आपने स्टेप जर्नी में पहला स्टेप कहा कि आप उनको एक सर्टन नंबर ऑफ प्रॉपर्टीज सजेस्ट करते हैं, तो आपका मार्केट का अंडरस्टैंडिंग या रियल एस्टेट का अंडरस्टैंडिंग क्या है जो वो फिल्टर्स की वजह से आप सजेस्ट करते होंगे सर्टन प्रॉपर्टीज?
या सो दैट इज वेयर द रियल एस्टेट कंसल्टेंट, आप कैसे रियल एस्टेट कंसल्टेंट को एंगेज करते हैं, बहुत बड़ा डिफरेंस है। देर आर रियल एस्टेट कंसल्टेंट्स हु आर जस्ट ट्राइंग टू सेल द प्रॉपर्टीज, एंड देन देर आर रियल एस्टेट कंसल्टेंट्स जो कंसल्टेशन बेस्ड सर्विस प्रोवाइड करते हैं। क्लाइंट का नीड क्या है, प्रॉपर्टी तो आप, मेरे पास 20,000 प्रॉपर्टी मेरे डेटाबेस में है, देर आर अप फॉर सेल इन द मार्केट इन अहमदाबाद वेस्टर्न साइड। वैसे बहुत सारी प्रॉपर्टीज होंगी, कौन सी प्रॉपर्टी क्लाइंट को दिखाएंगे? वी डू नॉट वांट टू कंफ्यूज द क्लाइंट बियॉन्ड अ पॉइंट वेयर उसके पास टाइम ही नहीं इतनी सारी प्रॉपर्टीज देखने का। सो अंडरस्टैंडिंग द नीड्स, जैसे मैंने कहा पोजीशन टाइम फ्रेम, इन्वेस्टमेंट के लिए लेना है, थॉट प्रोसेस क्या है, आपको यहाँ रहना है या आपको ये पैसा ग्रो करना है, आपका पोजीशन कब तक चाहिए, आपका पैसे का इनफ्लो कैसे है, have you already taken a bank loan or you are ensuring that आपका पैसा कहीं से आने वाला है और वो पैसा आप डाइवर्ट करने वाले हैं। बेसिस ऑफ ऑल दीज थिंग्स योर बिल्डर क्राइटेरिया क्या है, लोकेशन क्राइटेरिया क्या है, if there is a particular floor rise you are looking for, basis of that we filter the properties and present it to the client.
तो बाइंग अ प्रॉपर्टी मोर और लेस एक सबसे बड़ा लाइफ डिसीजन होता है, फाइनेंशियल डिसीजन। फर्स्ट टाइम होम ओनर्स जो निकलते हैं मार्केट में, हमने को ऑब्जर्व किया कि ट्रस्ट बहुत बड़ा चैलेंज है। तो दोनों साइड का स्टोरी क्या है, व्हाट इज ट्रस्ट एंड हाउ डू यू ट्राई टू ब्रिज दैट?
Trust is a very rare commodity of real estate industry, but it is the most important thing in real estate industry. Whether it is a broker you deal with, whether it is a seller you deal with, whether you deal with a developer, whether you deal with a lawyer or interior designer, हर जगह trust is the most important part of real estate industry. And trust is something you cannot develop overnight. It can be broken overnight, it can be damaged overnight, but it cannot be created overnight. So आपका trust comes from a lot of things. What you've done in the past, how you're dealing with the client, from your first interaction, how transparent you are with the client, how honest you are with the client. So as we say in our business tagline is, client's interest is our number one priority. So that is not just a tagline for us. We really live by it. If that particular property, that particular transaction, that particular action for the client is not beneficial, it's not in his interest, we will tell upfront whether we make money or we do not make money out of it. We will absolutely make it very clear to the client that this is something that we do not recommend. ऐसी छोटी छोटी चीज़ों से ट्रस्ट बनता है और ये अप्लाई करता है हर एक लेवल पे, वेदर इट इज़ कंसल्टेंट, वेदर इट इज़ सेलर, वेदर इट इज़ इवन बायर, और वेदर इट इज़ डेवलपर or interior designer, your bank loan executive, your lawyer, everywhere that trust factor has to be there. That is the reason बहुत ज़्यादा clients जहाँ comfort level होते हैं वहाँ पे जाते हैं, किसी का referral है, खुद को जानते हैं, they know the person, वहीं पे they would prefer doing the business.
Sure. अगर मैं कोई रियल एस्टेट कंसल्टेंट या चैनल पार्टनर को एंगेज करना चाहता हूँ, मेरे फिल्टर्स या पॉइंटर्स क्या होने चाहिए टू डिसाइड फॉर समवन?
सो एज आई सेड, बैक चेक शुड बी डन. इट्स अ बिग ट्रांजैक्शन. आपको कॉमन लोग मिल ही जाएंगे. अहमदाबाद इतना बड़ा सिटी नहीं है. आपको मालूम, आप किसी भी ब्रोकर के साथ आप डील करने जा रहे हैं, या आप खुद जानते होंगे, आप खुद उसको नहीं जानते, तो आपको मार्केट में से उसका फीडबैक मिल जाएगा. सेकेंडली, उसका नॉलेज कितना है, हाउ लॉन्ग ही हैज़ बीन डूइंग बिजनेस, उसका मार्केट में रेपुटेशन कैसा है, उसका मार्केट में रिलेशनशिप कैसा है, हाउ गुड स्टैंडिंग ही हैज़ विद अदर डेवलपर्स. दीज ऑल थिंग्स शुड बी केप्ट इन माइंड. दैट ऑल्सो अप्लाइज विद द डेवलपर्स एज वेल, कि डेवलपर कौन है, उसका ट्रैक रिकॉर्ड क्या है, कितनी प्रॉपर्टीज बनाई है, कितना टाइम पे डिलीवर हुआ है, कंस्ट्रक्शन क्वालिटी कैसी है, वे ऑफ ट्रांजैक्शन, द ट्रांसपेरेंसी इन द ट्रांजैक्शन कितना है. ये सारी चीज़ें बहुत मायने रखती हैं एट एवरी लेवल, एज आई सेड. सो ये सारी चीज़ें कस्टमर शुड एब्सोल्युटली सी. दे डू नॉट वांट something to go wrong in this thing for sure.
Also, so one aspect you covered was finding the right property for you at the right location with the right developer. Is that only what a channel partner can help in, or there is a further journey where he can give his
lots? That could be बैंक लोन्स के साथ वो हेल्प कर सकता है आपको. आपको अच्छा लॉयर आपके पास नहीं है, यू डू नॉट नो अ लॉयर हु इज गुड एट सर्टन थिंग्स. मेरे पास ऐसे बहुत सारे क्लाइंट्स आए हैं कि एक, अब जस्ट रीसेंट एग्जांपल, मेरे एक क्लाइंट के पास ही वाज बाइंग अ प्रॉपर्टी. वहाँ पे अशांत धारा का एक लागू पड़ता है कायदा, जिसकी वजह से अशांत धारा का एक एनओसी लेना पड़ता है गवर्नमेंट से टू एग्जीक्यूट द सेल डीड. अब सेल डीड उसको कराना था एक पर्टिकुलर डेट से पहले, बिकॉज कमूरता श्राद्ध चालू हो रहा था. तो उसके अंदर his lawyer was not able to manage. Somehow I had a lawyer who had a good standing. We referred that client to that lawyer. उसका काम हो गया. So that small little things he can, the consultant can help you there, because he is there in the market doing that same thing day in and day out. That's his business. वो सवेरे से शाम तक यही काम कर रहा है वो. तो उसका जो मार्केट का रीच होगा वो आपका नहीं होगा, नेचुरल चीज़ है. उसके अलावा प्रॉपर्टी का पेपर वर्क, उसका आपका डॉक्यूमेंटेशन होने के बाद, पोजेशन के बाद कुछ रहे माइनर चीज़ है कि आपका फ्लश नहीं चल रहा है, इलेक्ट्रिकल पॉइंट्स आर नॉट वर्किंग, देयर इज अ क्रैक इन द प्लास्टर. ये छोटी चीज़ें के लिए आपको डायरेक्ट कोऑर्डिनेट करना है. यू डू नॉट नो वेयर टू स्टार्ट फ्रॉम, किससे बात करनी, कस्टमर सर्विस, यू टॉक टू द पर्सन, देन इट गेट एस्केलेटेड एंड सो ऑन. कंसल्टेंट इज डीलिंग विद द डेवलपर विद अदर 5-7 क्लाइंट्स ऑल्सो. साथ में आपका ये काम करा लेगा, आपको एक कंसल्टेंट से ही बात करनी है. So there is a lot of hand holding other than just the finding the property. Price negotiation उसका business है. He's used to negotiations in the price. Market का क्या, for example resale है, तो आप client के साथ आप बात कर रहे हो, seller बोलेगा ये price है. Broker knows in the market कि वहाँ बाजू में उसी society में कौन सा transaction क्या price point पे हुआ है. That information you do not have. So that all those value additions, those small little things makes a huge difference. आप crores, you're talking about property, शायद लाखों करोड़ों की बात है, उसके अंदर 2-5% भी उसने आपको बचा लिया, that's a lot of money.
It's worth the brokerage you give to the.
Absolutely, way more than that. And plus you get a peace of mind and so on. In all these, there's one caveat that you want to have a consultant who's capable enough. There is a lot of consultants who are very nice in the market, they have good standing and they understand customer service and so on. You want to go with those brokers, those consultants, which is true with any industry, any product. You want to go with the best that is there in the market.
Sure. If you could say something about how in banking a real estate broker channel partner can help add value to the whole journey.
Yeah, because sometimes they have the affiliation with a lot of bank mortgage consultants, whereby if you go to your bank, let's say you're doing HDFC, your banking is in HDFC, it's very natural you will go to HDFC for getting a home loan. Your consultant may be able to connect you with 4 different mortgage brokers who deal with different banks, and then you can shop around, find the right, not only the interest rate, but lot of other terms that are involved to make that entire home loan agreement which makes sense for you. खाली interest rate is not everything. Foreclosure का क्या condition है, lump sum पैसा दे सकते हो नहीं दे सकते हो, what are your the service fees that they are charging, and so on. Paperwork कितना easy है उनके साथ, and so on. So he can connect you with a lot of other this thing also. He can give you time guidance, right guidance. कई बार ऐसा होता है हम लोग प्रॉपर्टीज दिखाते हैं क्लाइंट्स को and then they go for the bank loan, they've liked something and then their loan is not being approved कि जितना पैसा चाहिए उतना पैसा नहीं मिल रहा है बैंक के पास से. So a good consultant will ask the client well in advance कि आप एक pre-approval करा लो. These are the mortgage consultants that we have. You get a pre-approval done for this your basis of your how much income you have. You will know exactly this is what the money I have, this is what the money I can get from the bank, this is going to be my interest that I can afford this installment, and basis that you start going to look for the property. फिर कहीं ऐसा ना हो जाए कि आपको property बहुत ज़्यादा पसंद है, आपके family को बहुत ज़्यादा पसंद है, it is out of your reach and now you are feeling not that very happy कि बस ये property मुझे पसंद था but I am not able to buy it. So you do not want that situation. So all these where the consultant can help you well in advance to take those proactive measures.
You keep saying consultant and then there is a terminology channel partner. Are these just fancy terminologies or there is some real?
So there is a reason behind why a different, for example, a developer will use a term channel partner because that's a channel. There's a direct sales channel, there is indirect sales channel and so on. So when you're selling indirectly, there's a channel partner in between. So that's the term that that's the developers use. There is a term of broker. So it's just brokers. Buy and sell and so on, which is very transactional based. Thank you very much. We try to call ourselves consultants because we genuinely want to provide consultation, information based consultation, not just कि आपको क्या चाहिए, अच्छा ये चाहिए मैं आपको दिला देता हूँ. We want to understand the needs. Maybe there is something the client doesn't know. There is something that is there in the market that he even doesn't know exists and could be a lot better fit for you. So that is where a good consultant, that's the reason we call ourselves consultants.
As a customer or potential customer, is there any way to know the authenticity of a channel partner, or is there some community where I can go or some government norm or something?
There, first and foremost, the consultant has to be a RERA approved consultant. RERA is in place. Good consultants are all RERA approved. That doesn't mean that all the RERA approved consultants are the consultants that you want to deal with. So as a prerequisite, I would suggest go with a RERA consultant. He has understanding of some laws and implications of not adhering to the law of the land. Secondly, as I said, today social media is so transparent. You go online, you try to find them, you'll be able to find common relationships between that person and yourself, and you do that little bit of research. आप बहुत ज़्यादा पैसा लगा रहे हो किसी आदमी के पीछे, किसी आदमी के बेसिस पे, उसके वर्ड्स के ऊपर आप बहुत ज़्यादा पैसा लगा रहे हो. You want to understand, you want to know that ये आदमी जो मुझे बताएगा वो सही बताएगा और उसका नॉलेज है इनफ टू सपोर्ट वट एवर ही इज सेइंग. तो ये होना चाहिए, जो जनरली आई डू नॉट सी दैट हैपनिंग इन द मार्केट. बाय एंड लार्ज मैं उसको जानता हूँ इसलिए इसके साथ करा लिया. उसका नॉलेज कितना है, दूसरे लोग हैं मार्केट के अंदर, दैट यू हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड, देन वे हिम. सो you do not want to not deal with that person because he's just started the business. He may be very good at it. So but you weigh it out first.
If you could explain a little bit about RERA and the whole value that it brings to a customer.
Yeah, so RERA पहले नहीं हुआ करता था, कुछ सालों से RERA has been implemented, Real Estate Regulatory Act of India, and every state has their own ways of implementing it. That is purely created for protection of client's interest. कई बार ऐसा हो रहा था कि कंसल्टेंट्स कुछ गलत बताते हैं, कुछ गलत निकल जाता है, सो दैट इज़ बाइंडिंग टू द कंसल्टेंट्स ऑल्सो. अगर आप अंडर कंस्ट्रक्शन प्रॉपर्टी बाय कर रहे हैं वेर यू आर नॉट बाइंग प्रॉपर्टी दैट इज़ ऑलरेडी इज एग्जिस्टिंग, जहाँ BU परमिशन नहीं आ गया है, तो यू हैव टू that developer has to have a RERA number of that particular property. So developer RERA would have checked the legalities of the paper, plan pass हुआ है, उसका title clear है, land is all okay and so on. उसका पैसा जो collect कर रहा है market में से उसी project के अंदर जा रहा है या किसी और कहीं पे reinvest हो रहा है, कहीं बाहर reinvest हो रहा है out of the project. All these things by and large RERA is looking after. Is it a perfect foolproof this thing? Not yet. There is a lot of things that it can be improved upon, but it's an amazing beginning by the government. Real estate, by far, it is one of the largest industry. After agriculture, real estate is the second largest industry in the country, and directly, indirectly, it contributes almost 20 to 30% of the GDP of the country. और बहुत ज़्यादा hard earned पैसा, आदमी का biggest purchase of life is real estate. तो उसके अंदर उसका पैसे का सेफ्टी, अपने इंश्योरेंस ले रहे हैं, अगर छोटा सा इंश्योरेंस ले रहे हैं तो IRDA का यू हैव टू हैव अ लाइसेंस फॉर दैट। बहुत सालों तक रियल एस्टेट बाय करने के लिए कोई लाइसेंसिंग की ज़रूरत नहीं थी। नाउ गवर्नमेंट हैज़ लुक्ड इनटू इट एंड वंडरफुल बिगिनिंग, आई एम श्योर फ्रॉम नाउ ऑन इट विल further more improve only.
So how can I approach RERA and understand the details as a customer?
You can go on RERA website. It's very transparent. कौन से brokers RERA approved है, कौन से builder projects RERA approved है कि नहीं है. It is all given on the website. So what I would recommend is, instead of going that way, is you first go and find the consultant and or the project that you are looking for, and then see that is RERA approved or not. So that's a good filter to have. कि okay, this if I want to go with this consultant, is he RERA approved or not? Is this project RERA approved or not? That is how you should be looking at.
Some on the ground observations that you would have made which can just raise signals for a customer that maybe this is not the right channel partner to have.
I always say this in my sales training as well. अगर कोई आपको चैनल पार्टनर मिल जाता है जो पुशी है, कि वो कह रहा है कि बॉस ये ले लो, इसका भाव बढ़ जाएगा, ये है वो है, बॉस आपने डिसीजन नहीं ले रहे हो, ऐसा हो जाएगा, बिक जाएगा. I think this is not how real estate sales work. I have a huge sales experience. I've worked with a lot of multinational companies in India and in Canada. There's a lot of sales closing techniques. And when I came into this industry, I realized one thing, that there is no closing techniques that work in real estate. Real estate sales is like sleep. Like, you know, अगर आपको सोना है तो क्या करते हैं आप अगर आप कई बार आपको सवेरे में फ्लाइट पकड़ना है और 4:30 बजे उठना है और 2 बजे आप देखेंगे घड़ी, बॉस अभी मेरे पास 2.5 घंटे बचे हैं सोने के लिए, आप सो पाओगे? नहीं, प्रेशर में आप नहीं सो पाओगे. बट सोने के लिए क्या करना पड़ता है? आपका पूरा दिन आपने अच्छे से काम किया है, आप थके हुए हो, पिच डार्क रूम कर दिया है आपने, अच्छा सा कंबल है, गुड कंफर्टेबल बेड, एंड देन यू जस्ट क्लोज योर आइज एंड यू विल फॉल अस्लीप. रियल एस्टेट सेल्स इज जस्ट लाइक दैट. आपने सही प्रॉपर्टी अंडरस्टैंड किया है, कस्टमर का नीड, आपने उसको सही प्रॉपर्टी पिच किया है, उसको पेमेंट टर्म सही दिला के दिया है, उसको आपने प्राइस अच्छा नेगोशिएशन करा के दिया है, प्रॉपर्टी लुक्स ट्रांसपेरेंट, गुड, डेवलपर इज ट्रांसपेरेंट, योर वे ऑफ डीलिंग वाज ट्रांसपेरेंट, सेल हो जाएगा, अपने आप ही हो जाएगा. क्लाइंट विल मेक द डिसीजन, यू डू नॉट हैव टू पुश द क्लाइंट टू मेक द डिसीजन.
It's a solution he'll arrive at it.
Yes, because he is out in the market. उसकी लाइफ का बहुत बड़ा डिसीजन, आपका आपसे बहुत ज्यादा बड़ा डिसीजन उसकी लाइफ के लिए है, और वो आपके साथ टाइम निकाल रहा है, वो जा रहा है, प्रॉपर्टीज देख रहा है, तो उसको बाय करने के लिए देख रहा है वो. तो यू जस्ट ट्राई गिविंग हिम द राइट सोल्यूशन इन अ राइट फॉर्मेट, राइट मैनर, सेल अपने आप हो जाएगा.
Specifically talking about your understanding as an expert on Ahmedabad and where is the real estate market going and what value or insights you can give to customers for today.
So, real estate market in Ahmedabad, see, it's a very interesting thing that Corona के बाद, if you look at the newspaper advertisements, a lot of internet articles and so on, they were very bearish about real estate market in the coming year or two. And I had created a video also at that time कि क्या होगा real estate market का. Even I was not sure. We were all stuck in the house, lockdown. But one thing fundamentally is that India is a country which is almost 1.3, 1.4 billion people, out of which housing ratio is very poor. बहुत ज़्यादा लोगों को भी घर खरीदना बाकी है. लैंड अपने पास जितना है उतना ही है. You cannot produce more land. On top of this, we are adding population worth Australia. एक ऑस्ट्रेलिया में जितना पॉपुलेशन है उतना हम हर साल नया ऐड कर रहे हैं कंट्री के अंदर. तो इस सिचुएशन के अंदर घर का डिमांड, ऑफिस का डिमांड, रियल एस्टेट का डिमांड कम हो, वो टेक्निकली पॉसिबल नहीं है. साल 2 साल 3 साल का एक ब्लिप आ जाए, थोड़ा स्लो डाउन आ जाए, बट इट विल गो अप. फंडामेंटल्स ये कह रहे हैं. टॉकिंग अबाउट, सो दिस इज बाय एंड लार्ज इंडिया सिचुएशन. In Ahmedabad also it is not different. Ahmedabad is growing very rapidly. People are moving, shifting towards new areas. Relief Road से कभी आश्रम रोड आया, आश्रम रोड से CG रोड आया, CG रोड से सैटेलाइट प्रहलाद नगर आया, प्रहलाद नगर से SG रोड आया, SG रोड से now you're talking about Ring Road. अभी there is lot of momentum towards Sanand Kadi Road, where all these new clubs are, Karnavati, Rajpath Sports Club are developing their premises there. So the Ahmedabad city is moving. There is demand of real estate. So people are, so I know good about Western market, that's where I work, so I see a phenomenal growth story of Ahmedabad, and it is very promising, and it's going to stay like that for a long time.
2-3 insights you have or suggestions you have for first time home buyers.
First and foremost, अपने क्राइटेरियाज क्लियर कर लीजिए आप कि आपको कितने बजट में चाहिए, कौन सी लोकेलिटीज़ में चाहिए, कब चाहिए, आपका पेमेंट प्लान क्या है, आपका बजट क्या है, and then go out, look for a good consultant who can show you everything around. The biggest mistake I have seen clients doing is, मेरे दोस्त ने यहाँ पे बाय किया इसलिए मैंने बाय कर लिया, ये मेरा जान पहचान वाला किसी डेवलपर ने रखा था प्रोजेक्ट तो मैंने उसके अंदर बाय कर लिया. एंड देन इवेंचुअली दे कम टू अस 2 साल 4 साल के बाद कि बॉस ये मेरे को बेच के दो, दिस डजंट फिट इनटू आवर क्राइटेरिया एंड सो ऑन. वी आर नॉट बार्बर्स, वी कैन नॉट फिक्स बैड हेयर कट्स दैट इजीली. ये रियल एस्टेट है, इसके अंदर टू गेट इन एंड गेट आउट इट्स वेरी कॉस्टली. सो आई वुड जस्ट टेल टू द prospective buyers, do your research well first. It's a huge decision, like, research before you make your final decision on this.
2-3 insights for real estate channel partners.
Consultation is the key, patience and focus. So if you are providing genuine consultation to your customers will stay loyal to you. Customers are not loyal to a person. Their customers are loyal to the service standards that person represents. So if your service standards are good enough, your clients are not going to go. So ensure your service. Channel partner is not selling real estate. We do not sell real estate. We do not charge money. Real estate तो seller बेच रहा है, property तो developer बेच रहा है. What we sell is the services that makes real estate buying process easier. So work on that. Improve your services. Do proper consultation, provide right solutions, you will get business. And secondly, patience and focus are the virtues, are the heroes of our profession. It is not a business where you make quick money. It is a very good lucrative business, but iske andar, if you are in it for a short term, you will not work. It's a test match. It's not a T20. You have to stay on the wicket. Keep doing the right, with the right strategy, you will become a good, successful consultant.
2-3 suggestions you have for developers from a customer point of view.
I think Ahmedabad has evolved a lot, to be honest, and the developers we used to see a couple of decades back versus the developers that are there in the market today. It's a huge transformation that we have seen. A second generation that is coming into this industry in Ahmedabad especially is very very promising. बहुत ज़्यादा scientific approach को लेके आ रहे हैं, बहुत ज़्यादा customer centric approach को लेके आ रहे हैं, और they're focusing heavily on the quality. I think the one message that I would have for developers is focus on the quality and transparency. The market has changed. वो दिन गए जहाँ पे आप कुछ भी बना के बेच के सस्ता बेच के चल जाता था, वो गया. Now clients understand कि property का quality क्या है, maintain कैसे होने वाला है, लोकेशन क्या है, डेवलपर की प्रोफाइल क्या है, उसके ऊपर प्राइस डिफरेंस कम्स इनटू द मार्केट. एंड लैंड इज गेटिंग कॉस्टलियर इफ यू डू नॉट चार्ज इनफ टू योर क्लाइंट्स. आप सस्ता बना के सस्ता बेचने के चक्कर के अंदर, इट इज राइट फॉर सेगमेंट्स, सेगमेंट वाइज, बट उस सेगमेंट में यू विल हैव टू एंश्योर द क्वालिटी ऑफ दैट पर्टिकुलर सेगमेंट इज मेंटेन्ड. So that is what I would say, that quality is the number one thing that developers can provide, and that is not only in terms of construction, it is in terms of transparency and dealing with the client. The whole customer service experience from the developer side is very very important.
There's a lot of branding and marketing and Instagram handles and hoardings going on. How do you understand and differentiate trust from the branding perception that is there with different properties?
So visibility is not branding. If you are visible in the market, that doesn't create a brand. Every brand has something that it says about. For example, Sony televisions. As soon as, if I ask you which is the best television, probably you will, like 8 out of 10 people will say Sony. Sony doesn't sell as many televisions today as, like, Samsung or LG is selling. But regardless, that brand carries that impression that they are the best TV brand. That is called branding. That's a trust that they have created over a period of time. Toyota cars. We all know that the Toyota cars are the least in the maintenance. They may not be the best looking cars probably in the market, but still they sell a lot of cars because client has the perception that it will not ask for a lot of maintenance. So brand represents something. Whether it's good or bad, you have to figure out what that brands represent. So branding is a very good activity to be done, whether it is channel partner, whether it is a developer, whoever it is, or whatever business they are into. For clients, they need to understand what that brand represents. It's a good starting point. Not always I have seen that, okay, like, Apple has made unsuccessful computers in the past. There's a disastrous computer that they had made and they failed. So not always a brand comes up with the best products, but it's a good starting point for the client that, okay, you look after, this is the developer which carries such reputation, let me explore it with more positive mindset. That does not mean that you do not look for the developers who you have not heard of. You still go there, you figure out, okay, if it makes sense or not. So explore everything. Branding helps. If that image is there in the market for consultant or for the developer, it's a good starting point.
Some insights that you have for customers looking for commercial property and specifically in Ahmedabad.
Commercial by and large breaks into two segments, office space and retail. So retail space, a lot of time I get a question from clients, what is the value of the property? How do you rate one property better over other? And in retail property, there's one clear-cut differentiation between a property and another property is how many eyeballs you get on that property on every single day basis. So if it's a property on a main road where there's like, thousands of cars passing in one in a day versus on the same ground floor, in the back side of the building, not as many cars passing, not as many views there, that is the clear-cut differentiator. In ground floor retail, maintenance of the building plays a role, but not as much. When you talk about office buildings, the maintenance of the office premises, maintenance of the building plays a huge role because you're taking the elevator, going upstairs, that entire experience of the client, walking into the ambience of the building and reaching to your office, how well it is maintained, water supplies, seepages and so on plays a huge role there. So that should be considered. And so this is one of the criterias that is there, and then client has to figure out my locality which I want to have the property in, my purpose of the business, if there is a market around that area or not. If you want to open just a garment shop and that everything around there is just a jewelry, so then probably it's not creating that pull. If why is like Shiv Ranjani has a lot of jewelers there, is because there's a lot of jewelers there, there's more jewelers are being attracted because there's a market there, market created there. So those things should be taken into the criteria.
Sure. And any technicalities from a channel partner perspective in commercial that should be taken care of?
The same goes here, just as residential, where you're looking for the right developer, right segment, whether the investor, a lot of investors you will find in commercial that are investors. So you want to understand from the client whether that property they're buying is for a particular business to be done, or whether it is a pure investment, or it is a combination that today it is an investment, eventually I may use it as this business is growing and I may shift there or so on. Basis, just understand that part and then suggest the properties. If it is a pure investment, you want to make the client invest in a property that is under construction where he gets a proper payment terms, the building is newer and so on. If it is a end use, then you want to see where the market is, ready possession and his cost, immediate cost, how much he can get the more bang for his buck. All those things should be taken into criteria.
So channel partners don't need to be pushy. That's an interesting insight from a channel partner himself. In fact, it was interesting knowing from Anand the difference between a broker, a channel partner and a consultant, and how it's heartening to know that somebody on this journey, with his patience, his expertise and his understanding, can help a customer make the right decision in terms of the numbers, in terms of the locality and in the type of properties you might never come across. So it was great chatting with you, Anand.
Thank you so much, Ankit, for having me here. It's been truly a pleasure interacting with you.
And our viewers will have an amazing insight from all the gyan that we've got from you.
I'm super glad.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.